Right now, deep inside your brain, your hippocampus is shrinking and the neurologists who study it admit they can't stop it. This isn't old age. It's happening today in your skull, while you scroll, while you sit, while you sleep badly and call it fine. Your hippocampus is your memory's filing system, the part that turns today into something you'll still own next year. And right now, cell by cell, it's losing ground. Scientists who spend their careers imaging this exact structure will tell you, off the record, that they watch it happen on scans and have no button to press to reverse it. But high performers have found one way to interrupt it, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly what it is. Here's what that actually means for you tonight. Every stressful hour you sit at your desk, cortisol washes over your hippocampus like acid rain. It doesn't kill it instantly. It erodes it slowly, silently, the same way a coastline disappears without anyone noticing the tide come in. You won't feel a headache. You won't feel a warning. You'll just start losing words mid-sentence. You'll walk into a room and forget why. You'll blame it on being busy. It isn't busyness. It's shrinkage, measured in millimeters, happening under chronic, low-grade stress you've stopped even registering as stress because you've been marinating in it for years. Here's the mechanism, and it's uglier than it sounds. Your hippocampus is covered in cortisol receptors, more than almost anywhere else in your brain. That makes it exquisitely good at sensing danger. It also makes it the first structure sacrificed when your body decides survival matters more than memory. Under sustained stress, new neuron growth in the hippocampus, something your brain does every single day, called neurogenesis, slows to a crawl. Existing connections get pruned back. Under an MRI, a chronically stressed hippocampus doesn't look damaged like a bruise. It looks smaller, measurably, visibly smaller than a calm one in the same person, months apart. The tissue that holds your childhood, your relationships, your sense of who you are quietly losing volume while you tell yourself you're handling everything fine. And the experts studying it are stuck. There's no drug that regrows hippocampal tissue on command. No supplement reliably reverses volume loss once it's underway. Neurologists can slow certain diseases. They cannot switch off the stress cortisol pathway itself, because switching it off entirely would mean switching off your body's alarm system, and you die faster from an actual threat you never noticed. The part they don't publish in the friendly explainer articles is this. The very system built to keep you alive is the same system quietly costing you your memory. There's no patch, just management. And most people are never told that stress isn't just unpleasant. It's structurally rearranging the organ that stores their life. Here's where it gets counterintuitive, and this is the part that flips what you were told about relaxing. You'd assume sitting still, meditating, resting more, that this is the fix. For some people it is. But for others, especially anyone prone to rumination, sitting quietly with their own thoughts actually raises cortisol, not lowers it. The stillness becomes a spotlight on every worry. Meditation apps built an empire on the assumption that stopping equals healing. For a chronically stressed hippocampus, stopping can backfire. The rule elite performers actually use isn't stillness. It's a very specific kind of movement. The rule is this: 20 minutes of moderate aerobic movement, done consistently, is the single most repeatable trigger for hippocampal neurogenesis ever documented, outperforming supplements, outperforming most stress medications for this specific structure. Not intense training, not an hour. Just a brisk walk, a light jog, a bike ride, sustained, rhythmic, elevating your heart rate without wrecking you. This movement spikes a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of it as literal fertilizer for new hippocampal cells. It's the one lever that directly counteracts what cortisol tears down. High performers who protect their memory long-term don't meditate their stress away. They move it out of their system on a schedule like brushing their teeth. 20 minutes. Most days. That's the entire secret, and it's sitting in plain sight, unglamorous, free, and almost never framed as brain surgery, because it works quietly instead of dramatically. Tonight this looks simple. Don't wait for tomorrow's motivation. Take a 20-minute walk before bed or first thing when you wake, brisk enough that talking feels slightly harder. Do it before checking your phone, before the cortisol of the day's first notification hits you. Consistency matters more than intensity. 4 days a week, sustained for months, is what shows up on the scans as regrowth, not shrinkage. Your hippocampus is listening to what you do with your body tonight, not just your thoughts. But the hippocampus isn't the only region under silent siege in there. There's another structure, smaller, older, sitting just beside it. And what it's doing to your fear response right now might be even harder to stop.